Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Shadow Tavern. My name is ShadowFox2122, and today I'm bringing you some War Thunder gameplay. Now, it's domination here on jungle. It's not necessarily my favorite map. Could be better, could be worse. But I'm going to be bringing out the t-60. It's a Russian tier or rank 1 battle rating 1.0 tank. So the max it'll ever see is a battle rating 2.0. It's not a bad little tank, it's got some decent armor, but if it gets hit and penetrated, more than likely it's going to die in one shot. Now why is that? It's only got 2 crew. And if one of your crew gets knocked out, it's not a good time for the rest of them. So I'm going to go ahead and try a very interesting move. I'm going to try to head and flank down here on this road. Now there are no promises that I will be able to do anything effective. I might just die right off the bat. This is, of course, Shadow we're talking about. So why do I like this tank so much? I would have to say the armor on it's decent, although at this tier, practically anything can penetrate anything else. But it has to do with the 20mm cannon. I didn't like that palm tree anyways. Now this 20mm cannon reminds me of an A10's Gatling gun. It's not quite as fast, but you can shoot through a lot of rats very quickly. Now if we find an enemy, I'll try and shoot without dying. And without dying to harm. It's very easy to get killed in this tank, so you gotta be very careful about your position. If you overextend yourself, like, let's face it, like how I am right now, it's often pretty easy to get yourself killed.
Enemy forces have captured a zone. Defend the A point.
But hopefully we got ourselves a pretty good look at that bridge over there. Just as that M2 A4 I was gonna find out. So we got a kill assist there, nothing too special. We did knock him out for Panzer III-F. Okay, so we're in the reloading stage.
We've taken the initiative.
We don't want to be caught out here. But while we're reloading, we are actually going to move up and become a very little spawn camper. Sort of. So I'm not doing the hottest. Still down here, low part of the team. But that's okay. The show must go on. Now we've got an AA tank coming. I'm not entirely sure which one it is. I'll go ahead and try and use it. Depending on what it is. Okay. M16. That thing really doesn't have much chance of penetrating.
On target.
So there we go. First kill. M16s really aren't that dangerous in comparison to a lot of other tanks, the SPAAs that we can come across. Jeopards, I think, probably torture that name. Jeopards can be fairly dangerous. Anything with a 20mm flak cannon can be pretty dangerous. Anything that really has a chance of penetrating you. The M16 has a small chance, but it's not so great that I'd be worried about it. Now, I'm probably doing a pretty dumb idea here, but I want to get myself a few kills.
Next target. The enemy has been destroyed.
So I just got myself 3 kills right there. Maybe.
Go ahead.
Nope.
Defend the A point.
It is time for me to pull back. So just like that, we got 3 kills. All because of good positioning. Now, you can bet, though, that the enemy is going to want to try and kill us. They see us in a really good spot. I mean, if they saw us. Really good spot. Like that guy.
Yes, a
This guy
hit.
is not particularly someone that I want to mess with.
A little more effort.
However,
The
I do
victor
want to
will
get
be
this guy.
yours. Got it.
So there we go. So I got myself a bit overextended, but I did get 5 times kill streak with 4 enemy kill assists. That's just to show that in good proper positioning, the t-60 is an amazing tank. So I'll go ahead and showcase the BT7. Now, for some reason, I have a bit of transmission problems with my BT7. My driver skill might not be the highest, but my BT5 doesn't ever seem to do what the BT7 does. Now, if I can, I'll go ahead and show you what that is. And it'll be fairly obvious once I
The Light forces have captured a zone.
I'll go ahead and call in a... Never mind, I got lunch. I'll only do artillery strikes.
We need artillery support!
Roger that. Fire.
Requesting for artillery fire!
Roger that. Artillery, fire!
The BT7, it's not a bad little tank. I do quite like it. But I definitely prefer my t-60. Now, in all honesty, I should probably pull out the BT7 from my loadout, just so I can keep the 1.0 battle rate, because that'll help me out in the long run. But the t-60 can typically, when I say typically, can typically penetrate whatever it's shooting at. So this is not great penetration. In fact, yeah, I overextended myself, got myself killed. I was an idiot when it came to that. So we'll go ahead. Why not?
Let's keep the pressure
We'll pull
on.
out our
Victory is close.
T7 and hopefully not be as noobish. We're a noobish. Heh, a new Egyptian god. Not a noobish, a noobish. My lame attempted puns, jokes, whatever you want to call it. I don't even know. I think it was so bad it couldn't even be considered a joke. Moving on. Okay, so why not? We'll go ahead and call it a bomb. Never hurts. Even though the majority of tanks down here at this tier can just avoid whatever I'm dropping. But you never know, we might get a kill. So, where does it look like a good place to drop? I'm thinking cruiser and then light tank. Cruiser looks like he's a bit preoccupied. Oh, so we do have a... Okay. We're out of... So... Oh, and just as I drop the bombs, I end up killing the M22 Locust. So there we go. Victory on Jungle. 4th place, not too bad. So yeah, now I'm going to go ahead and show you a bit of what it looks like, what the tank looks like in the hangar garage area. So as I said, the T-60 is a rank 1 battle rating 1.0 vehicle of the Russian tech tree. It's located right here. So just as soon as you get into the game, I recommend unlocking it. It's a lot of fun. It can be pretty aggravating sometimes when you just get one-shot by everything. But that's the nature of War Thunder. So its 20mm cannon is the TNSH cannon. It has 754 rounds, which is a good amount, but you can blow through them pretty quickly. It's also got a standardized 7.62mm DT Russian machine gun. Its turret rotates fairly quickly at 14.2 seconds, not the fastest. It's got it's got 7 degrees of gun depression and 25 degrees of gun elevation. Fire rate 800 shots a minute, which gives it a blistering reload, or a blistering shooting speed. But its reload time for the magazines is 23.2 seconds. So you're a bit vulnerable when you're not reloaded, but when you are reloaded, you're dangerous. So its armor as with most tanks, it typically lies about what the armor is. I'm going to go ahead and show you what I mean. So it says we have 35 millimeters. But the only place on the front where it's 35 millimeters is down here and right here. You typically won't get a lot of shots into the lower glacis, but you'll get a lot of shots right here. And this would be the weak spot of the tank. Any shot that really goes through here, and primarily right here, as you can see, will get the driver. Now, if the driver gets knocked out, it's game over. Or if the commander gets knocked out. So the rest of this area is 15 millimeters thick. Now, its constructional armor slope states it's 71 degrees, so it's pretty well sloped. If you get it at a slight angle like here, shoot it right here, you'll kill the driver, you'll knock out the tank. But when it's flat, it's pretty good. It'll bounce a lot of shots that come at it. It's roughly 38 degrees. Now, if you get a very slight armor angling. I'm unable to think of the English words today. If you slightly angle your tank, you'll give it about 47 to 60 millimeters of armor on its side, and roughly 40 millimeters all around. You don't want to do too much, because then your side armor is exposed. And if they have the side armor, typically they'll probably shoot at that. Speaking of the side armor, it's 15 millimeters all around. It's pretty flat. Tracks do help absorb a bit of the shots, but if you're showing the side, you're done. So on to the rear. The only place that's 25 millimeters is right here. And up top, 10 millimeters, but it's pretty well sloped. So you're looking at roughly 30, depending on how the enemy tank is sitting on you. So the turret states that it is 25 millimeters all around, and that is correct as far as this area, this orange. Now the gun mantlet is a bit interesting. I've not been able to truly figure out how it works in comparison. But you've got this area, which is 20 millimeters thick, and then for the most part, you've got another 25 behind it, except for a tiny spot right in here. So usually, a shot right here could take it out, in theory. Not all the time, but I know it's happened to me. Shooting at the sides, not really too effective. You're usually looking at 42 millimeters of thickness. So let's go ahead and we'll take a look at the internal modules. So right at the front, we have our transmission, followed by the driver. The engine is going to be right over here to the left side of the tank if you're facing it. Optics right in front of the driver's face. Again, right where this is. You hit that, you're going to kill both of them, most of the time. The commander sits up slightly above to the top right of the driver. You've got your primary weapon sticking out here with the cannon breech. Right here. So you're looking at about here. Got your machine gun sitting right here. Your ammo storage is sitting off to the right side of the tank. Now, we don't recommend running a lower ammunition count. It's just not really worth it in a tank that relies on a majority of ammo. And again, down here, getting ammo racked should be the least of your priorities. If they hit you on the side, you're knocked out anyways. So take full ammo. Looking onto the side profile, driver is bottom left of the tank. Quite easy to hit. Transmission. You can hit that fairly easily by aiming near the front, I believe it's the front drive wheel. It's right about here. Ammunition, like I said, you can ammo rack this thing by aiming about here or here, but it's not really worth it. You can just aim right here, kill the commander, and the tank's knocked down. Or aim for the driver. But in all honesty, the driver sits here. Commander sits here. It's easiest just to hit it right here, and you'll knock it out. So you can hit the fuel tank from here, pretty large from the side, but like I said, it's best just to aim for the commander. You also got your radiator when looking at the back, and this might, and I say might for a reason, this might save you if you get shot in the back. I don't believe fuel tanks really add too much armor, but you do have a chance. Now, if you're getting shot at from this side, there is a good chance that they'll hit your engine and not kill your crew. So if you're looking at a t-60 from here, if you can, aim slightly into the turret area. Most of the time, you're just going to penetrate. 28 millimeters of armor, not too good. Now, if you hit to the sides, it might not be particularly well effective, but you could shot trap right into here. That's when you ricochet off from this section and hit right into here. So all in all, that's a quick overview of the t-60. Probably, like I said, my favorite tank. Oh, I forgot the mobility. So the tank weighs 5.8 tons, has 120 horsepower, and I believe that is fully upgraded. Let me go ahead and take a look at my modifications. So, yeah, these are the modifications. I'll go ahead and say that modification order, you should do parts, horizontal drive, fire protection, adjustment of fire, and then I do believe you have to research one more. So I've never liked this ammunition. I've never been particularly effective with this ammunition, but if you want, you can do this. Otherwise, I'd probably say get the suspension. Next on, you want to get the elevation mechanism, and then you want to start by getting this APCR, engine, transmission, filters, and then whatever else is left in any order. Try and get the gun performance upgraded first. This tank's fairly quick, even when stock. It's not the fastest, but it's decent. So you can climb slopes up to 43 degrees. Quite a good slopage. But yeah, so that now is going to conclude the quick overview of the t-60. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe if you liked this video, and I will see all of you in the next one. Peace out.